Welcome back to Silverrun Forest on Farming Simulator 22 for episode 25 with me, MrSealyp. As is always the case, here on Silverrun Forest, we're busy. I would say I'm going to apologise for yesterday's episode. I was having a bad day, things weren't going right, as you could probably tell by the video. The weird thing with the silage bales is this: when the game first came out I did a video on bales. Since that point I hadn't done silage bales other than silage contracts. Silage contracts are different. When you do wrap them, they're ready to be taken as silage bales, and that's what I've been doing with a lot of silage baling contracts. If I had done any like that, I'd put them to one side and not done anything with them. Because of all the production chains in the factories, a lot of silage that I've been making was either in a silage clamp, or I'd been using factories or productions that produced silage, putting the ingredients into it. So I hadn't done silage bales other than contracts. And it just completely threw me. Yeah, not great. Anyway, April 1, it's not April the 1st, it's not April Fool's Day, don't worry, there's not going to be anything, I'll say, anything silly going on, you never know. As you've already seen, I delivered one pallet of shingles last night because it was ready and I wanted to make sure that the roller coaster had some. So we're going to deliver this second one. Actually, what I was going to do, we were going to whiz out and check out on there, because I set bowls and pepper grinders going a while ago, and I haven't checked, so... And also, I should have the barrel factory. Actually, while I'm here, let's go and see if we can grab some. I had more buckets going as well. I turned barrels off because we have plenty of barrels. And if we've got any buckets, we will grab those as well and take those. Oh, oh no, we had 2 barrels in before. I hadn't collected them. Okay, that's all right. We'll grab those. We'll drop those off in the roller coaster on the way past. Now, field-wise, we have got our field that we bought yesterday. Our new field is ready to harvest with that wheat in it. I've just bought a header trailer. I'll drop this off at the roller coaster. We'll grab the John Deere tractor. We'll take up the header trailer, and then the harvester will go over. I'll get the harvester running. While the harvester's running, we're going to be doing some wood chipping. A whole load of stuff going to be going on. I'm going to be doing wood chipping and storing it until we get a better price, or I'm going to look at some other, hopefully some other productions. But the thing about it is, I've been looking at all the various different, all the various different things that we can do. I've done a load of logging, I've done wood chipping, but as I said at the start of this Let's Play, this is also about me trying out stuff that I wanted to use, haven't used, and there's a piece of equipment I want to use. The other thing is, I've bought a new vehicle. We're going to be getting rid of one and replacing it with a new one. I've already paid for it. It cost me 8 grand, just over 8 grand. We've got to go and collect it, which we're going to do as well. And then hopefully we'll get the harvesting done, and we'll get some stuff through the wood chipper, and we'll get our new vehicle. So, awesome. As always the case. My silage bales, I need to check on the silage bales to see whether or not, talking about that, whether or not they are at 100% yet. If they are, I'll do some more total mix ration, but in all honesty, the cows are okay for the time being. They have produced a little bit of milk and a little bit of slurry. I haven't checked on the manure situation, possibly some manure as well. So we'll take these over. Like I say, I haven't even, I don't know what pepper grinders and bowls look like, so we'll go and have a look. That was the other thing I said. I was going to try to experience as much and as many of the productions as we could. I haven't looked at doing the art supply stuff. We might get a bit arty on one of them. We might do some easels and picture frames and stuff. Again, we'll see. I haven't quite decided, but push that to there. Strap across the whole lot. Bingo. Right, let's get that done. mod descriptions are in the description. Mod details are in the description, should I say. This is from the CSZ pack. I have used different bag lifters. There was the big bag and support package, which I was originally using, and then the CSZ one I'm using now. So if you're wondering what I'm using, people have been asking. Thank you for comments and messages and stuff yesterday. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, I just wasn't having a good one. It happens, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. I guess when one thing compounds to another, and you start doubting yourself and start doubting what you're doing, and it all just gets a bit much. Oh yeah, okay, that looked pretty cool. So that's our pepper grinders, and that's our bowls. Okay, well we can sell those at some point as well. Let's get these delivered. Then we'll switch over to the tractor and the header trailer. We'll get that on the harvester up there. I've moved a lot of the other equipment. The roller coaster, I couldn't see what had changed, in all honesty, from yesterday. I'm assuming something has, but I couldn't tell what it was specifically. I did put down some metal off screen because I thought I was running out. I bought a whole load down, and I think it only took one pallet of what I bought down. But again, at least it's there. So I'm kind of building up a few resources down here. As you can see, we've got barrels sitting there, long planks, and metal. So with all that. Is that all the buckets it's going to take? Yep. Okay, we'll store these as well. I'll put them to one side in case we need any more at a later date. If we don't, then these will just be sold. It's knowing how much is going to be needed as we move forward, so I might as well put it all here since I bought it in the first place. Actually, we'll drive over. So we start leaving there and walking over. I don't know if the header trailer is the right length. It's weird. The is it the NL? What was it, NLD? Is it the NLD ones? It doesn't tell you what the length is. Or maybe it's 6, 7. No, because it's, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, grass field. We'll see the crops as we go over. Our grass is growing. Don't know if you'll be able to see it on the hillside. Grass is growing. That's at its third fertilising state. I did that this morning first thing when I woke up. So that's all done. That's fully fertilised. So the grass is growing on those three. Our crops are growing in field 2. We put barley in that, didn't we? We did. We put barley in that. That started growing. And as I said, if we go across now to growth, field 3 is ready to harvest. So that's where we're heading to next. Feeling a bit more chipper today. I had a delivery yesterday. Now I haven't done a YouTube short before. Later on today I might do a YouTube short. I might give it a go and see, just to show what it is. I ordered something. I say ordered something. I backed a Kickstarter a year ago, just over a year ago. No, about a year ago. And the item that I backed wasn't supposed to be delivered until spring. Well, I suppose technically, are we spring yet? It was supposed to be kind of March time, April time. I got an email saying that dispatch was being started and that they were rolling them out and people would be getting them. And it came yesterday, and I'm very excited. If you watch my Christmas Eve man cave tour video, Christmas message, you'll see that I'm a collector of things, movie props and that kind of stuff. I love all that kind of thing. It's a movie prop, and it's really, really cool. I mean, it is if you're into that sort of stuff. If you're not, then it probably isn't. But for me, loving it. So, pickups there. We'll need that in a moment, or in a little while, should I say. I'm now thinking that header train's not going to be long enough. If not, we'll have to. I've got a bit of a bump here. We should be alright. Yeah. Let's get the beacons on. Maybe it will be alright. I've got to find a gap to get through. I still haven't got rid of all these offcuts. I suppose what I could do is grab a whole load of those and put them through the chipper that we're going to do. Oh, it might be right. Have I got that just right? I might have got. It might be a little bit long, but you know what? It will do. It'll do, donkey. It'll do. Not like that, it won't. Oh, dear. Okay. Maybe not. So we'll try for that now. I'm blocking the road now. That can't. No. That's not on though, is it? That can't be. That's not locked in place. What? Oh, N60. I know what to do now. That's not supposed to do that. Without this looking really unsightly. That's not going to get me close. That's going to give it a really good shove. Look away now. Actually, I'm going to cut the film. Cut, reset. Okay, we reset. They bought in my stunt double. All is good. We should be okay. If this falls off again now, I'll be really annoyed with myself. I need to go a little bit. I think it could be the trailer's not long. But it's too long, maybe. Do I go there? That's better, I think. I kind of threw it off the front there. I can take it with this. Actually, you know what? I know I'll switch it over to the harvester. The harvester's got to go up there anyway. Stop there. Engine off. All good. First mod review after Christmas, so New Year, new mods, was yesterday. There were some mods the day before, but they were PC mods, so we got some console mods yesterday. If you haven't seen it, it should be on the channel. Some nice mods, and one of the mods is what we're going to get. What we're going to be going to get. Yeah, so there's some English language words in there somewhere, I think. Just some people there. I have tried hiring a worker to cross this bridge. Doesn't like it. Every time I tried to send all this equipment I had here for doing the forestry, I tried to send over to my new plot. Did not want to know. Couldn't reach its destination. My lorry driver is up here because we're going to load wood chips into the lorry trailer. I think he stopped at the diner for pancakes and waffles. It's Waffle Hut, isn't it? Yeah. Just going to get some waffles. So like I say, we'll get this going. We'll do the ends of the field, and that'll mean then there's another field that's going to need to be prepped. We'll see what the situation is with regard to stones and whether it needs ploughing and that kind of thing. People messaged me to say they were having the same problem. Someone said, oh, who was it? That was field 2. I'll say field 2. They're having all sorts of problems with the field. It's not doing what it should be. So yeah, very strange. And Barris messaged me this morning to say that one of the problems he'd been having, I said about Bear and Papa had mentioned about saving, and that saving the game, he then every time he tried to exit or tried to save the game kept crashing, so he couldn't do anything with what he'd been doing. Bear and Papa said he had the same problem, and he found, how he found I don't know, but he found that it was the in-game gator, the John Deere gator, that he had it out and was using it, and that was causing it. Apparently, yeah, I don't know how people find these things out. The amount of mods I've got installed, the amount of mods I'm using to try and identify one mod that was causing a problem would be an absolute nightmare. I cannot imagine. So we should, I can't remember if we had straw swath on or off. Should still be on. Yeah, disable straw swath, so we're good. So a couple of strips this side. That'll give us some more straw to either put through to make manure for spreading or for bedding. We'll see how much we get off of it. Every time without fail, I get too excited. So as I said in the previous episode, I'm going to try and clear a load of trees here because it's a flatter area. Hopefully I'll be able to put in what I want to put in. What I'm also going to do is clear a load of trees there because I'm going to extend the field. If I clear a load of trees that side, I can take it up close to the road. So I think I'm going to do that. We're not going to get mega amounts of wheat off this field. We'll do all right, I think. But it's another one that's going to require prep work off camera then to get it done. It was mentioned about me streaming again, and the guy that was supposed to be coming to help me, he still hasn't helped me. He's been over, but because it's my daughter's boyfriend, and we'll be doing stuff, and I ask him, and he'll say, "Oh yeah, no problem, yeah, I'll help you. No problem, I can do it." And then we'll have dinner, or we're having a party. They'll be over, we'll be doing whatever we're doing, and it kind of gets forgotten about. And then I'll message again and say, "Oh, if you get a minute, can you?" Because he's a YouTuber as well, so he's like me. Spare time? What's that? So he will often be recording at very different hours to what I do. He's normally up and doing streams and stuff till 3, 4 in the morning, and he'll sleep through till gone lunchtime and get up and go again, kind of thing. So I still haven't got it sorted, and I want to get my. I think I can just stream directly from PlayStation. It doesn't work the same way, but I can go live and broadcast, which I think is what I did originally. So I may even consider doing that. I don't know. I've said before, I'm a PC Luddite. I do have one. I'm not very au fait. The things I've needed to do, I've kind of learned to do. But then there are things, it reaches a point where someone will show me, and that's fine. And he showed me how to set everything up for the stream, and obviously I need my capture card working, the Elgato. But the instructions for setting it all up and setting up the stream in the first place, if you're doing it all the time, if you're streaming every day or 3, 4 times a week, whatever you're doing, it becomes second nature. I've done it so infrequently that I came to do it the other day and I thought, I can't remember how to set it all up. I had some notes I'd made and I was reading through them thinking, nope. And the problem is as well, YouTube has changed, it updates, and they change the way things work and the way, where the menus are. So I'm looking down the list thinking, that menu's not where it's supposed to be, so, and then I get panicked, I get spooked. I think I own this plot right to the edge, so I could extend out that way a little bit further as well, so I'll make this field a little bigger too. So I think that's what we'll probably do. Right, so what we can do now is do this one, and I'm going to set this off and running. I'm going to whiz back, we're going to grab the pickup, we're going to go and get our new bit of equipment. I'm also going to, while I'm in here, release the thing I was talking about. So that should get going now. Fill up quite quickly, that's the point. I need another trailer actually. Just thinking as well, because if I'm using the big trailer for wood chipping, and I need a trailer, the other one I've got, the small one, is only 18,000 litre, isn't it? Maybe I need to do that as well. I was also thinking of swapping out the trailer I've got, because it was still doing that tip thing yesterday, and going for, because I'm using a pickup, go for the Schultz, the 4A maybe. I could go with the standard low loader. I've got 2 lorries. I could go with the normal low loader. But I thought to give me the ability to use pickups and stuff as well, I might go with that. I mean, it's not much different, to be fair, to the Flegel DTS, but double axle at the front. What do you reckon? Should I get one? Don't want that there. It's not as long as the other one. Oh, I'm just thinking shipping containers. That's what I use the other one for quite a lot, don't I? Do I buy this as well? For moving vehicles around and use the other one for shipping containers and pallets and stuff? Oh yeah, why not? Let's do it. And the other piece of equipment I was going to get to use today under Forestry. And when this came out, I thought it was awesome, and I wanted to use it, so I'm going to use it. There's all different ways to do wood chips. There's all loads of various different bits of equipment, including some of the standard in-game, these, like the gens, and I've used all different ones on different Let's Plays, but this was one I just want to use. So I'm going to stick with the 4,500, I think. 490 horsepower, we should be fine with that. I'm going to go with twin wheels, US. Don't want that. Let's lease it. It's going to be expensive, but for the amount of wood chips we're going to put through it, we'll make that money back, I think. So I need to go and collect that later on. We're going to be full. Oh yeah, trailer. What do I want to do about another trailer? I'm just trying to think, what have I got modded wise? Oh, we can just go with the TARDIS trailer, couldn't we? I mean, 14,500 for a 30,000 litre. That's not bad, is it? I mean, that one is a bit nuts. That's 200,000 litres. Or standard is 150,000 litres. I mean, I know that's completely unrealistic. So, what else have we got here? Got the gooseneck tipper. I suppose what the Trans 70. I've used that quite a lot. Those two I've used a lot. 70,000 litre for 36 grand. I think I'm going to go with that. 30,000 litre. Yeah, why not? Leave the tyres as they are. Colour. I keep going green. Let's go for something a bit different. Let's go for a nice dark. Don't know. Does that seem alright? Yeah. Let's go for the Challenger. Although the lizard logo is a bit. Doesn't look so great on that yellow, does it? Maybe I'll go blue then. Yeah, that's alright. Rim colour. We'll change that. Go for that. God, what's the equipment? Let's buy it. 19,000 for a 30,000 litre trailer. Oh, there we go. And we need it already. Right. So what I'll do, I'm going to go and grab the John Deere. Where did I leave the John Deere? Oh, all the way over there, didn't I? Bring the trailer back. We'll unload into that. Then the pickup, go and get the vehicle we're going to get. Then we'll get the wood crusher, bring that over. And then while this finishes off harvesting the field, which it's not going to take too much longer, we can get on with putting some stuff through the wood crusher. That's on my list of jobs for today. Be careful, look out for train. Yep. Stand by me moment there. Look at that. We are heading up to collect our new purchase. We'll be selling the pickup, this one. There's only 2 pickups. And it's a great pickup and it's worked brilliantly. I just want to try the other one out. I had a thought, hang on, something there. Okay. I had a thought that when I put the stump grinder on, the Raptor, and the whole thing tipped over, it didn't like it very much. I wasn't really over the axles properly, but the other thing that dawned on me, this is designed to take much bigger vehicles as well. If I do that, I wondered whether or not I needed to have that open for it to sort of register that it was wider and wouldn't tip over. I don't know. I was just trying to rack my brains. It might have been just because it didn't connect underneath. It didn't have the lock-in script underneath. It strapped over the top of the vehicle. and by doing that it registers that the top half of that vehicle, all the rest of it, is top heavy, whereas if it connects underneath, technically the top of that vehicle's not on there. Does that make sense? I don't know. So here's where things get interesting. We are now in Cherokee country, and you may scoff at that. Who has been looking for, yearning for a MrSealyp history lesson? It's only a small one. It's not a very long history lesson today, but we are in Cherokee country for two reasons. One, we get ourselves a Jeep Cherokee, or a Lizard XJ, whatever you want to call it. It's a Jeep Cherokee XJ. That's what we've purchased. I haven't gone crazy with it. Like I say, if you didn't see the mod review, it's really nice. But here's the thing. I was looking up about Cherokee, the name and that kind of thing. And the Cherokee, being Native Americans, are now classified as one of the four officially recognised tribes, I guess, if you want to call that, prior to the 18th century, which was when Westerners, the original colonists, as things were moving forward and people were pushing out into the West, so, you know, the Wild West and that kind of thing, and more towns were springing up, railroads and stuff like that. Prior to that, the Cherokee Indians lived and concentrated along river valleys in mountainous areas. They lived up in the, sort of the mountain sides, the valley sides, in caves and stuff like that. And no one's quite sure where the name comes from, but the name Cherokee, they think, it's not proven, from the Choctaw Indians, the name they gave to people that were mountain dwellers or cave dwellers, sounds very much like Cherokee. You know, over time it changes. But here's the other cool thing, and quite, say, ironic, it kind of fits where we are as well. If you look down the road there, those trees which, and I'm going to say it again, ranty pants on, pointless on FS22. Why we got them? No idea. Not worth having them. I mean, they look great, but other than that, yeah. But Sequoia was the name of a Cherokee Native American Indian, or sorry, Native American, and he created the Cherokee syllabary. So the syllabary is, Cherokee was spoken prior to that, and he was called, oh, what was the word that they used? I don't think I'd ever heard it before. It was quite an interesting one. Oh man, what was the word they used for him? Sequoia. He was let's see if I can find it. A polymath. He was a Native American polymath. So it was called Sequoia. Sequoia trees. You know, it fits, it works. A polymath is somebody who's well versed in all sorts of things. He was renowned, or known as, he was a silversmith, a blacksmith, an educator, a warrior, a politician, an inventor, a linguist. So up until this point, the Cherokee language was spoken only. So he's the guy that created the written language, so that what you would understand as words, so that people could then read and write Cherokee. Amazing. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to swap these over. I'm going to see if this hopefully pulls this a little bit better. I haven't got it raised as high as it can be, but so we'll swap over that. I think that vehicle's waiting to pull in, so we'll put this on the back and hopefully it won't tip over. Again, we'll see. We'll drive that back down. So that's our new vehicle. We've got ourselves a Lizard XJ, but we've got ourselves a Cherokee. Like I say, I do like the one we got. The 82 Studio one. It's done us proud. We've done a load with it. We've got 10.8 hours. That's 10.8 hours of just driving around the map. Just driving around. Minding our own business. Back right to there. Right over there. So, strap it underneath there. Hopefully this is going to start moving. Not at the moment. Hopefully this hooks up. So we have got, again, if you haven't seen this, we can open the rear tailgate, we can put stuff in there. So I didn't show on the video on my mod review yesterday, which I meant to. Straps on the roof rack. We've got lighting all across. What else have we got? One of these does the bonnet, so we need to repair work. There we go. So yeah, very cool indeed. Suspension on it is awesome. And again, I wanted to give it a go. I've gone for the twin winch. That's strapped down, that's done. let's see how this goes. 750 horsepower I went for. Nice bit of bounce in that suspension, which you would expect. It's a very well-made model, I have to say. It sounds great. I got rid of my the lizard, you know, the Dino, whichever. I sold that as well. And this base model was 3,900 with all the adjustments and stuff I made to it. 8 grand, or just under 9, I think it was. Just under 9 grand. Absolutely astounding. So yeah, there we go. I'm going to take this back. We'll sell the pickup, so we'll get a bit of money back into the bank account. I'm pretty sure what we're going to sell the other pickup for. I can't remember how much that cost actually. The other pickup wasn't that expensive, but I think it was a bit more expensive than this. Although I've had it a while, so we're not necessarily going to get a lot of money for it. And then we'll get back over to what we're supposed to be doing. I just couldn't wait to get hold of this. So. We're not. Oh no, slow down. The trailer's not tipping over yet. We've got more weight over the rear axle, which is good. Anyway, yeah. Pretty cool. Oh, down there, and I've served the bridge. I've got another cardboard roll and paper roll ready to be sold. I think we made about 36 grand last time we sold those, didn't we? I don't know what the price is at the moment, but we'll do that too. So I'm going to see you over at our field in a moment. The harvester needs unloading again, and then we'll get on to getting some wood chipping done through that Claas wood chipper. I want to give that a bit of a blitz. We just sold the other pickup and we got 41,000, so we made a bit of a profit in buying one and selling the other. Now this has got twins on it, so I've got to be careful. Hopefully I don't mean to come the other way, because I'm right out in the middle here. Should be a bit of luck if we... oh no. Right, slow down. I don't want to catch the side of the bridge, but how far over can we get? As long as that carries on going, we'll be fine. Yep, cool. Not another one. Go away. Can I slow down this time? Nah. Okay. So. Whoa, okay. Right across the middle of the road. We'll get our lorry over in just a moment. Harvesting is nearly complete on that field. I think we're going to be about 25,000 litres, which getting that 30,000 litre trailer has worked out really well. The other thing was, you know, I said about different areas that have got plots where you can either do grass or have them as fields. This one's not a bad one. I think the plot itself is quite expensive because it goes up and around, but this area then could be ploughed out as another field. You could extend it if I get rid of a load of the rocks and stones and stuff here. We could extend these out. So there's plenty of scope for opening up new fields and more fields on the map. Absolutely. So, let's get across the road. So the more trees I cut down, if I've got a pile of trees, it'll be easier to get this to work. I mean, I can use the crane, that's the whole point. It's got a crane arm on it. But I'm just not particularly au fait with them. Again, it's practice, that's all it is. If I line that up with that, and we need to unfold, drops to the ground, turn it on, to just grab it a little bit, I say grab it a little bit better than what? That's what I have to ask myself. Just bring it a little bit so then catch the other one. As long as I can get it into the throat, we'll be fine. He says. Okay. Then undo that. Look at that. I actually did something. Look, I I did something, it worked. Look, I'm a real farmer. Forester, whatever you want to call it. I suppose, yeah. There'll be the people out there, well, you're not farming though, are you? It's not farming. No. Another thing I can do, if I don't want to use the arm, I can just use my telehandler, which I might do as well. Do a combination of both, I think. Because that telehandler's in the way now. Let's play that. Swing around. Bring it right back. We've got lights on this. Yeah, it's a bit better, isn't it? So we'll do. Oh no, didn't quite get it in far enough. Oh no, hang on. I want to at least get one full load so we can put it into the trailer. There we go. So I say, you don't have to use that if you don't want to, you can move that out of the way. I'm using it. How cool is that? Right, what I'm going to do, move that onto a bit of land that's a little bit easier to see. If I can drop that down any more actually. Just some options into that. I have to open up the menu, I can't remember what they were. Left. Oh, so you can just manually raise and lower that. That's down anyway, so that's all good. So what I'm going to do now, turn that off for a second. I'll stick some more of that in a moment. I just need to check on the harvester situation because it's done that full strip. But I missed a tiny little bit here when I set off again. So I just need to grab that and load into the harvester. Actually, you know what? You know what I said about... I might set myself up. I know I can't actually buy this little plot, and I'll show you on the map what I mean. So if I do that, that actual little plot there, I can't purchase, but I could put some stuff around it. I could have a little chicken pen over here, couldn't I? If I put myself a sleep trigger over here, I could put a fence around the perimeter of it. Maybe put some bushes, a couple of trees, and I'm cutting a load of trees down, but... Does that go right up to the water? I can't remember. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? But so when you come down here, that's pretty nice, isn't it? I just have one of those really weird thoughts. I know it's bizarre. Having said what I was talking about the Cherokee Indians and stuff, it makes you wonder. You know, the UK, Britain, England. You know, it's a very small country in comparison to places like America and Russia, and where the scope and scale of those countries would it just boggles your mind. There is so much. Australia as well. I think I said this before a while back that there's parts of Australia where Great Britain, the UK would fit into it something like 20-something times, and most of that is uninhabited. It makes you wonder how unspoilt and how left a lot of places like this are in the US. If you're from the US, you would know that if Cherokee Indians were coming down from the mountainsides down to the river valley to get water, whether they were hunting, whatever they were doing, whether it would still look like, whether it looked like this then, whether when they came down, I'm getting all sentimental. I don't know, it just suddenly struck me as a thing, maybe. If I want to extend this field, I'm going to have to do a bit more logging either side of this or around it, shall I say, so we can extend it. And I might have to do that before I do the bit I was intending to do originally. Set that up. Yeah, another 773, so we'll be at about 25,000 think. Which is pretty good, because I think we've already got... What did we get off the last one? It was over 48, wasn't it? 48 and I think about 56. Actually, we can double check, can't we? How are we looking for wheat? Yeah, 56,000. So yeah, add this on as well. That's a fair bit. So I could use some for chicken feed if I want to. What I'm going to do is I'll have to move that header train around. See if I can get on there properly. Let's find out. It's done its job. I need to get some more stuff into that wood chipper because I want to, like I say, I want to unload it at least once on camera. So let's go and grab some more of these. I think these are all the offcuts. Are there offcuts up here? Yeah. Stick a load of offcuts through it. So what I can do this way is if I grab an offcut or any of the logs in, if I use this, if I raise them up, I could have actually brought the wood chipper to that. It would have been easier, wouldn't it? Because it's raised up already, I've then just got to drive the wood chipper into it, really, and then just disconnect it. And it's just going to catch, isn't it? It needs a good conveyor belt. It needs a little conveyor belt attachment that comes with it. Do that and that. Cool. And I'll get that filled up and then we'll see where we stand. Farm Dog's loses his mind. We've got a guy coming today. We've got like they do a clothing collection thing. We've been doing a bit of a blitz around the house and getting rid of all old cold clothes because of doing the keto, because of losing weight. I've got a load of clothes that now don't fit me. And I did that thing where I said to MrSealyp, oh yeah, but you know, I don't want to get rid of them. And she said, and quite rightly, you don't want to give yourself an out. You don't want to give yourself an excuse, not an excuse, but to say, you know, if I was to put more weight on again, it's okay because I've got clothes. No, get rid of them. Don't give yourself that out. And you know what? She's absolutely spot on. So we had a bit of a blitz. Got rid of a load of stuff actually. Check them. I think I'll go and grab all those offcuts and we can chuck all the offcuts through this as well. That. And then grab it there. Let's see that bit of colour. So yeah, they're going to come and take a load of it away. We've got bags and bags of stuff in front. It's not just mine, MrSealyp's getting rid of a load of stuff as well. A load of shoes. I never thought it would happen. We'll just give an excuse to buy more, but you know, it is what it is. Small victories for the time being. I can do the same as I do with the shipping container if I can get the angle just right. Let's come across that way. I can swing it round into the throat and then disconnect like that. There we go. So I'm thinking if I cut a load of trees down now and I've got a pile of them and some of them are off the floor, if it's a little bit higgledy-piggledy, I might be able to just get them off the pile. So I think I might do that next. I'm going to cut down a few more trees. We'll give that a go. And then once we've got a full load, unload it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. I've made a decision. It doesn't happen very often, but I have. Executive decision has been made. And I'm sticking to it, at least for the next 30 seconds until I change my mind again, which I might well do. Can I attach with that? I can if I drop the weight off, I think. Can I? Again, I don't know anymore. Either the rules have changed or I just can't remember. Oh, I can now. Rules have changed, or I can't remember the rules have changed, or whichever way around. It may actually work. I think at the moment we're doing a nice combination between farming and forestry. I think we're doing, I don't know necessarily what the map was intended for. I think it was intended primarily as a forestry map as well, for the big forestry update and to showcase all of the new forestry gear, but just does prove the point. You can still do farming on you if you want to. It requires a bit of extra work, I guess, because not all of the fields are sort of there and ready to go. There's only 4, but there is a lot of scope to add more in if you want to. Right. Be careful. Be careful. There we go. So we have a full load. That is okay. Still taking it. I'm assuming there's a little bit of storage in there. What we'll do, our farm lorry driver brought the lorry over. We'll back up behind that. I think I can set it between low and high tip. Low would just be into a silo. High tip I think is designed specifically for this and putting it into a trailer. So we'll give that a go. Absolutely, I really do like it. Yes, it's expensive. To buy is 450 grand. So I suppose a little bit more expensive than the Beaverator. And it only does one job. The Beaverator did lime as well and can do bales and things as well. But for an interesting bit of kit, it's pretty cool. Right, we do need to double check though. Tip low, tip high. Start overload. Oh, it's just registered it's already there. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, that is absolutely phenomenal. If you haven't used it yet, get one. It's the best fun ever. Go back down to the ground. Get that turned on. Oh, it was turned on. And I shall carry on. As I said, I've got quite a lot to do off camera now. I'm going to work my way across there and probably across the back, so that when we are going to prep this field, whenever I get around to doing that, I'll extend. And then I'll have to turn my attention to clearing this for the next phase of farming operations. But now, again, looking ahead, I'm thinking, when I talked about that, I can make that into a little farmstead, homestead thing. What I might do is sell the log cabin up on the hill. We can put ourselves in a sleep trigger. And it's just a doormat, roll mat, rucksack, bag, whatever it might be. And we can kind of transfer ourselves as this will be our home, which will be quite nice. I think I'll do that. That's it for this episode. New vehicle, leased vehicle, new header trailer, new low loader, and yeah, we're now working on the next plot of land. All the stuff we put in before is all growing. I didn't check on the bales, did I? We'll do that next episode. We'll check on them. But I've got some more wood chipping to do. I'm going to wood chip all of that. I think I'm just going to stick an absolute load of wood chips into that silo. So we've got them for whatever we decide to use them for, whatever it might be. So there we go. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. If you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.